Greenland is one of the coldest, emptiest, and most isolated places on Earth. A giant white mass surrounded by Arctic winds and freezing seas. A place with fewer people than a small city, yet larger than most continents' countries. So why do the United States, China, Russia, and the European Union all quietly compete for influence here? Because Greenland isn't just ice. It's resources, military strategy, and shipping routes that could redefine global power. And beneath its melting ice sheet lies something even more valuable. A future the world desperately wants to control. This is the story of Greenland, the frozen island suddenly at the center of everything. Greenland's landscape looks almost untouched by time. The island is covered by an ice sheet nearly 3 kilometers thick, the second largest body of ice on Earth after Antarctica. The weight of this ice has carved deep valleys, towering mountains, and some of the world's most dramatic fjords. In towns like Ilulissat, massive icebergs float past colorful wooden houses as if nature is performing a daily show. Life here is defined by extremes. Winters with months of darkness, summers with endless daylight, temperatures plunging far below freezing. Yet the Inuit people have thrived here for thousands of years, adapting to the environment with skills passed from generation to generation. Navigation, hunting, survival in unforgiving conditions. Greenland may seem quiet and isolated, but this silence hides a rising global storm. Greenland is technically part of the Kingdom of Denmark, though it governs itself internally. This relationship is unusual. A tiny European country overseeing one of the world's largest territories. Denmark's connection gives it a powerful seat at the Arctic table, but it also places Greenland in the middle of competing interests. During the Cold War, the United States understood Greenland's strategic value. It built Thule Air Base, a radar complex designed to detect incoming missiles from the Soviet Union. Even today, it remains a critical part of America's early warning defense system, a reminder that Greenland's location is not just important, it's essential. Greenland controls its internal affairs, but Denmark manages foreign policy and defense, a structure increasingly debated by Greenlanders who want more independence. Greenland is warming faster than nearly any other place on Earth. Entire glaciers that stood frozen for centuries are now retreating tens of meters each year. This melting isn't just an environmental warning, it's a global transformation. As sea ice disappears, new Arctic shipping routes emerge. The fabled Northwest Passage, once impossible, is slowly opening. These routes could cut travel times between Asia, North America, and Europe dramatically, bypassing the Suez and Panama Canals. Countries like Russia, Canada, China, and the US are already adjusting naval strategies and commercial shipping plans for this future, and Greenland sits directly on the path. But melting ice also reveals something else: land that has been buried for millennia, land rich with minerals the modern world desperately needs. Greenland contains vast deposits of rare earth minerals, the metals used in smartphones, electric vehicle batteries, wind turbines, military technology, satellites, and nearly every modern device. Right now, China supplies over 80% of the global market. Western countries want an alternative, and Greenland is one of the only places that can provide it. But that's not all. Scientists believe the island may also hold large offshore reserves of oil and natural gas. For years, Greenlandic leaders hoped these resources could finance full independence from Denmark, though environmental concerns halted many projects. Then there are gemstones, including some of the most vivid rubies ever found. Greenland is also rich in zinc, iron ore, and potentially even uranium. If tapped responsibly, these resources could turn Greenland from a fishing-based economy into a mineral superpower, but at the cost of environmental risk in a region already under pressure. This tension forms one of Greenland's biggest political debates. Greenland's strategic value has not gone unnoticed. In 1946, the United States offered Denmark $100 million to buy the island, a staggering amount for the time. Denmark refused. Decades later, U.S. interest returned. American officials visited Greenland, expanded cooperation at Thule Air Base, and increased investment proposals. China, meanwhile, attempted to fund airports, rare earth mining operations, and infrastructure. Denmark intervened multiple times to block deals that could give Beijing influence in the Arctic. Russia views the Arctic as a critical frontier as well, expanding its military and commercial presence across the north. Greenland, once ignored by the world, now finds itself in the middle of a quiet geopolitical race, not because of what it is today, but what it represents for the future. Despite all the global competition, life for Greenlanders remains rooted in tradition. Fishing is still the backbone of the economy, especially shrimp and halibut. Hunters rely on centuries-old techniques to navigate the ice. Small towns remain tight-knit, where everyone knows each other and community matters more than anything. But modern life is growing fast. Nuuk now has cafes, universities, and modern housing. Tourism is rising sharply as travelers come to see glaciers while they still exist. More Greenlandic youth study abroad, returning with new ideas about identity, independence, and modernization. Yet Greenland faces challenges: isolation, high living costs, environmental change, and the delicate balance between tradition and development. It's a nation trying to define itself in a rapidly shifting world. Many Greenlanders want independence, a chance to shape their own destiny, but independence is expensive. Right now, Greenland receives financial support from Denmark that helps run essential services. To become independent, Greenland would need a strong economy capable of replacing that support. Mining could do it. Arctic shipping routes could do it. New industries, tourism, renewable energy, strategic partnerships could help too. But with greater independence also comes risk. Environmental pressure, political instability, and the challenge of managing powerful foreign interests. Greenland is standing at a historic crossroads. Greenland is changing faster than at any point in human history. Its ice is melting. Its land is rising from beneath the glaciers. Its minerals are gaining global value. And its position makes it one of the most strategic places on Earth. For centuries, Greenland was a remote Arctic frontier. Today, it is a central piece of the world's future, a frozen giant awakening at the exact moment the world needs what it holds. Greenland's next chapter will be shaped by its people and by the world powers watching closely from every direction. Watch our Svalbard documentary next, another Arctic world with secrets of its own.